getting dark. We're back at Steve's place. I'm here with Andre. It's a little cooler tonight, and we're going to be trying out a spirit box at Steve's place. See how that goes. We're going to take it in the garage, go to the basement, going to try it upstairs, on the main floor, and then out on the back deck where the fabled Ouija board is located. We're going to see if we can get anything through the spirit box. I don't know. We'll explain what those are as we go and have some fun seeing if we find anything. Let's get into it. So just while we're waiting for it to get dark here, I'm just going to show you around real quick in the basement here. And then we'll go show you the main floor and the upstairs and talk about what we're going to do. This is the main floor of the house. We'll just quickly take a look around, show you this place just by the light that's on my camera here, so you can kind of see what it looks like. It's still an awesome house. Love when the fans droop like that. There's another empty room back this way. It was empty anyway. Every time we're in here, people trash this place a little bit more. But let's talk about the spirit box that I bought. This is the S box, and there are generally two spirit boxes available. There's the SB7, which guys like Zach Baggins use, and then there's this S box. And after reading a few reviews, I picked the S box just because it can record EVPs and also do your frequency hunting for spirit box. So that's why I picked the S box. Some people said it was better. Some people said the SB7 was better. I don't know, but it had cool features, so it's the one I went with. So this is the spirit box we'll be using tonight. The upstairs in this house is kind of small. There's where we did the photo shoot with Laura. I'll put a card or a link up in the corner in case you want to see the photo shoot with Laura that we did in this house. What I'm going to do is play with what's called a spirit box, and it's supposed to throw off energy to allow a spirit to communicate with you. We're in the garage right now, and we're going to do a little bit of a spirit box session in the garage. Paul specifically, who you've seen in my videos before, asked us to do a spirit box session in this garage just because he has feelings that the garage might be haunted. So we're going to do a spirit box session in the garage, see what we end up with. I don't know, it's not going to be the most visually interesting thing, but we'll show you what the spirit box is doing while it's going here, and otherwise we're lights off and quiet and just seeing if anything comes through while we're doing it. We'll ask a few questions so you can hear that, and that's it. I still have to get a night vision camera one of these days, but I'm just starting this, so this is what we get for now. Anyway, let's fire up the spirit box in the garage, see what happens. So I just want to know if anyone happens to be in the garage here with us. Something that's not just random music. And is anyone here with us? Please just tell us something that's not random radio chatter. Anybody here? Is Steve here? Steve is the only name we've ever found associated with this place. So we're in an upstairs bedroom now. There's a creepy cross carved in the wall. So, is there anybody here with us in this upstairs bedroom? If you're here, can you let us know? We don't mean any harm to anybody. We're just curious to know if anybody's here with us. So I'm going to leave the light on down in the basement here for a second, and then we'll shut it off just so you can see how dark it is, really, too. And normally people do these spirit box sessions in the dark, but I can definitely already tell that we're getting less radio signals down here, which is fantastic for the sake of the spirit box. So, is there anybody down here with us? Anyone? If you want to reach out through this box here, you can do so and say hello. Let us know you're here. We're friends. We come in peace. We're just curious to communicate. Okay, and then just so you can see how dark this room really is, while I'm talking to you here, Andre can kill the light, and now you can see just how much light we are dealing with. That's it. Anyway, we can put the light back on, and again, like I said, Andre and I don't know if anybody's here. I certainly haven't had any feelings here. Andre hasn't had any feelings here. We don't know if there's any spirits here. We're just trying it out. So we got one more room we want to try, and I think that's the room. If we're going to find anything, that's the room it'll be in. So let's wrap up here and go to that room. Okay, so we're in the basement, a workshop room that I think is probably the most likely to have any sort of spirit, if there is one here. It's got this awesome old rocking chair here. There's an old work desk just off frame over there. And then behind me here, looks like it was a setup for a model railway. So if there was a Steve at this house, which is the only name we've ever found associated with it, he may have been a model train guy. This may have been his passion room. So if there is a spirit associated with this house anywhere, my guess is in this room. This is also the room where, when I took a photo, we found a really cool shadow, which we later figured out what was causing the shadow. But at the time, it was like, wow, that's kind of cool and creepy, but cool. So, I don't know. If there is a spirit in this house, I think this is the room for it. So we're going to turn on this spirit box. We'll keep the light on for a second, then we'll go lights out, dark, and see if anything comes through. So let's turn on the spirit box, see what happens. Is there anybody down here with us in this room? This is probably the room of the house. If there is anyone here, this is where you'll be. And we don't need to intrude on your space. It's a really cool space. We just want to know if you happen to be here with us. If there's anyone here, please reach out to us through the box here. And in a second, we'll shut off the light in case you don't like the light, and we'll see what happens then. So, can we go lights out? And we'll just do this for a second because it's going to be a big dark empty frame with a little red light. But is there anybody in here with us? Anyone at all? Steve, are you here? If there is a Steve? Anyone? We mean you no harm if we are, or if you are here. We come in peace, we're friends. We just want to know if you happen to be here. I think we can go light on again. I don't know on this one, but we didn't expect this house to be haunted anyway. So I'm gonna shut off the spirit box and we'll wrap up this video. Let's do it. So the first ghost hunt, I guess, didn't find anything. Honestly, with this house, we didn't expect to find anything. Been here a number of times now, never had any sort of vibe or experience that would indicate that there might be something here. It's just an easy to get to house, and in my app video I said this would be the first place I'd go once I get a proper spirit box. So here we are. Anyway, I'm going to try some more places in the future and see what we can find. If you know of any haunted places or places where I might be able to find some activity, drop me in the comments below. I'd be happy to check them out in the Toronto area. Like I said, I'm just starting on this ghost hunting kind of journey. As a kid, I wanted to be a Ghostbuster. I fell in love with the Ghostbusters movies. So it's kind of living a childhood dream, but it's fun. So we'll do more ghost hunting videos as I find places that look cool. Got a cemetery in mind to try out in the very near future, so there will be a video about that. Who knows? We've got a friend who has got vibes from the cemetery. I've never been there, so it'll be an interesting spot to check out. Anyway, for more ghost hunting stuff, photography stuff, and just utter randomness, vlogs and whatever, like, subscribe, leave me a comment below, again, with either some locations for me to check out, or just general comments. Anything I can do to improve the ghost hunting videos, because I'm new to it, would be greatly appreciated. Appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.